Hey, I think we should start a podcast.
You're a podcast! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of You're a Podcast.
Hi.
I'm one of your hosts. My name's Austin Kassler, and this is my lovely wife.
Hi, I'm Faith.
And she is lovely. So yeah, we're ready to go do this other podcast here. We've been having a lot of fun, feeling consistent. Getting in the flow of things, it feels like. You know, keeping
Seems
it
like
going
it.
every week.
Trying to get that audience participation on our social media, so make sure you're following us.
Hell yeah, that's
Take part of our polls.
Yeah, You're a Podcast, or at You're a Podcast on
Everything.
well, the big three.
Yes,
There's
that Facebook, that Insta, and that tweet.
Tweet.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. So yeah, have you honestly, like, I don't do Twitter really. Have you been doing a lot of the Twitter stuff?
Most of the stuff I post on our Instagram, the polls and stuff, I also put on there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't because you know you're only allowed 140 characters. It's hard to surmise things
It's true.
that short sometimes, so I can only ask so much. But I have been fairly regular, a couple times a week over there on that tweet.
Faith's been running our social media accounts because she is the reliable one.
Yes, Austin has a Instagram account for his comedy show, and man, I don't know the last time you post anything.
I've been posting a lot of the podcast stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying for your comedy show for the Wednesday Night Fight Mic.
Oh, for the Wednesday Night Fight Mic. Yeah, that
never.
one.
Just your regular Instagram. Yeah, you occasionally will post things.
Yeah. No, for the Wednesday Night Fight Mic. Yeah, we've been kind of
Not
doing much
anything.
for that one. I want to get back on board because we had like a really good idea for it and like launching it, and we were just basically it's a roast mic. You know, every comic who comes up gets roasted.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like super harsh or anything like that, but it's just, you know, all in
Pokes,
fun.
jabs.
Yeah, pokes and jabs. I mean, sometimes like if you run the light at the mic, if you go over your time, it's called running the light. That's the lingo talk.
So fancy.
The business
So
talk.
comedy.
Mm-hmm. If you run the light, we'll whistle you off the stage. And a lot of times at that point, like if we got like a pretty heavy roast for you, like we'll do it then. Mm-hmm. You know, because you ran the light, so we'll come at you a little bit, but it's fun. Anyways, our whole idea for like Instagram was that we were basically just going to talk shit at each other.
Yeah, I remember.
Through the stories, and it was working really good. It was really funny. We just kind of...
You're just a bunch of flaky boys.
Stopped. Yeah.
All the flakes.
That's me. I'm a flaky boy.
Yeah, you are.
In more than one way. Still got that dry skin, you guys.
He's a dry boy for life.
Hopefully not for life. Jeez. That's going to be terrible.
You just got to keep that moisturizing.
I'm trying, man, but it's hard out here for a dry boy in the wintertime.
Yeah, wintertime is rough. Mm-hmm. All the seasons are rough, really. When's a good season for dryness? Spring. Not too hot, not too wet.
Yeah, fall is pretty good. It's pretty...
You want those mild temperatures.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, even summer, too, because we swim so much. I feel like my skin gets like a lot of like not harsh washing. You know?
I feel that.
Yeah.
I do like a good swim. I'm a fish.
You do. Faith likes to say that she's a fish. She's a swimmy boy.
I'm a swimmy boy.
Yeah. By the way, anything that we do that's the blah 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 boy, it's non-denominational.
Yeah, it's just like calling someone dude.
Yeah, you know.
We're both boys.
Yeah. When we go to work out, when we go to work out, we're sweaty boys.
It's because it's BOI.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. So we're
boys.
When we go to work out, we're sweaty boys. When our skin gets dry, we're flaky boys.
Yeah. Cute boy.
You're the cutest boy I ever seen.
How was your week?
Week was good. Week was eventful. I went with a friend up to Portland to go and do some comedy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got potentially invited to do a couple of shows, maybe. We'll see.
It's always encouraging.
Always encouraging. Ooh, I think I just swallowed into the mic. I think that's going to sound gross.
Yum.
I'm sorry, everybody. I sincerely apologize.
Some people really hate mouth noises.
I didn't even know what I was doing and realized it probably sounded horrible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? So you went to Portland, you did some mics.
Yeah, I went to Portland.
You made a horrible noise in the mic.
Made some regrettable life decisions within the last 30 seconds.
Cool.
But no, it's interesting going to like a big city and doing comedy because like we're in Eugene and we have a pretty good like comedy scene going on here.
Medium city.
Yeah, we're like a medium. I mean,
medium plus. I don't know.
For Oregon, we're a big city.
Only second biggest.
Yeah, but for like actual cities, we're not a city.
Yeah, I mean 150,000. It's our pop.
It's a pap. We're popping.
Pap.
155,
I think.
You're on it with the stats.
I looked it up for some reason recently. Oh, I think my sister was asking her.
Who was asking?
My sister was asking, or her husband was asking, like how big of an area Eugene was.
Yeah.
So I looked up like the square miles and then how big of a population there was in Eugene. I just have a lot of random questions in life, you know?
Oh, that's why I figured you looked it up.
No,
you had
I had an actual reason. Somebody asked and I didn't have a real answer, so I Googled it.
Okay. Yeah. It's usually not the way that works.
No, usually I'm just like, I just have a thought.
And usually you're like, how many people are there? And then you're like, how many chickens are there?
For real though. And you know, it's lucky that I live in an era with the Google because I feel like I would be dedicated enough to like actually look up these things also. So like I would take a lot more time. Yeah. I would just be a lot more occupied. I would have a whole encyclopedia set.
We would definitely have library cards.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd need to get down often with some random question research.
Yeah. Can you imagine like, because back in the day, like if you were like you stayed up to date, you were like relatively well educated, or even if you were just like, you know, a moderately middle class family, like you had a set of encyclopedias.
Yeah.
And that was like your Google. It had everything in it. If you were having a debate about something, you went to the encyclopedia.
And you looked that shit up.
But like, just think about how fast things change and
I was thinking
information updates. Like, if you had an encyclopedia set that was like 2 years old, it like half of it was wrong.
Yeah. That's what you got to do. Like, you know, it's probably okay for like ancient history, you know?
Yeah.
Like old things that are just true.
Even then, they're like finding out new shit.
That's true.
About that all the time.
New kinds of things always.
Yeah. Scientists are rad.
Yeah, always figuring shit out.
Crazy. And it's funny when you grow up, you always think like scientists are like these crazy awesome people. They do like all this work and you're like, they must be rich.
No.
And then like scientists are broke.
For real though.
Like almost all the time.
Yeah, but they never, I don't know. I feel like scientists are like still cool because like when you're a little kid, you have like all these crazy like questions about the world and like scientists just never stop that.
Yeah.
Like they just never grew out of asking those questions. Sometimes the important questions, sometimes you're just like, how do I make my dick hard? You know?
And
those are important questions to some people.
And the scientist who answered that question makes a lot of money.
What was that for originally? Viagra was not for boners at first. It was like blood pressure or something.
Yeah, it was for something else. And then like,
dang, everybody's getting boners.
How do you feel about this? And they're like, I don't know, but my dick is hard as fuck. And they were like, interesting.
All great things, you know, like microwaves and penicillin.
Things that were made on accident? Yeah. Marjoram. Did you know that? You know, like the fake butter.
Yeah.
Originally made as turkey food.
Weird.
Deemed
inedible
not suitable for consumption by turkeys.
But people.
So they changed some stuff and gave it to people.
Nice. Or like, you know, Reese's peanut butter cups. You got your peanut butter in my chocolate.
I think
I know that's not real.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I think people have known about peanut butter and chocolate for a long time.
You never know. What else was I gonna say? What else was a random one? I had something else in my mind, but it's gone away now. It was something that was truly actually random. I just can't think of it now. Besides microwaves. That's incredible though. I think microwaves is the best one.
Yeah, they figured it out by accident, right?
Yeah, he just had like a candy bar in his pocket and it kept melting and he's like, the fuck?
Where was he?
very far away from it too. It's dangerous.
Oh yeah, he was like experimenting with like radiation, like trying to basically form like another form of X-ray or something, right?
Something like that.
And then just,
Don't fact check us, guys.
gave himself the cancer.
And a melty candy bar and a lot of money.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do these things.
Is that worth it though? That much money?
I mean, not to me, but to some people certainly.
For sure cancer.
Some people think it is, I'm sure.
Well, I mean,
otherwise, like there wouldn't be all these like big pharma people and like people that like pollute the environment and just like ignore these types of rules that the EPA makes to make money, if it didn't matter more to people.
Yeah.
If giving millions of people cancer doesn't matter for money, I think you're okay.
Yeah. No, it's I don't know. Well, it's just, I think it's like you have to like make that obviously he didn't know that he was giving himself cancer at the time. Know. He was just like making a scientific discovery. Discovery. I discovered the microwaves.
Yes.
And it sucks my whole pocket full of melted chocolate.
Yum. I'm down.
Yeah. Also, fun fact about Faith, she actually will only eat chocolate bars when they're slightly melted.
Because I don't like chew them. That's weird. I suck on them. I just put them in my mouth and wait for them to go away. I'll like chew like a Twix. I'm not a monster, but like a Hershey's bar. Who's just chewing that? That's weird. It's mad weird.
I think most people are just chewing chocolate. I think most people don't have the patience to wait for the chocolate to melt.
I like to just stick a Hershey's Kiss to the roof of my mouth. Just wait for it to go away.
I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah. It's the same thing with the bar. You just put the one little piece.
I think if somebody is actually eating a Hershey's chocolate bar, they're just eating the chocolate bar.
No.
I
heard somebody say that they would intentionally leave the Hershey's bars on the dashboard of their car and wait for it to be completely frozen or completely melted and then suck that bitch up like a Go-Gurt. That's gross. I don't do that. I just want a little bit softer than they come.
Like a Go-Gurt. Grody.
I mean, it's probably good.
No, I mean,
I would pour that over some straws,
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I mean, you could do that. That's fine, but just
right in the mouth.
I mean, that's like going up to a chocolate fountain and just sticking a cup under it, and then being like,
I bet people do that.
This
Little
is
kids
my
just jam their
snack.
hands in there and drink it.
Look
at Augustus Gloop.
Yeah, but those are kids.
Augustus
Augustus Gloop
is a fat fuck.
Is a fat fuck, and he got stuck in a tube and launched up by pressurized chocolate.
What is the song that they sing at that part? It's a great movie.
Oompa, oompa, doompa dee doo.
What do you get when you're selfish and something or greedy and I don't know. Maybe that's Veronica Veruca. I don't know. Anyways.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweets?
Yeah.
Eating as much as an elephant eats.
Great.
Boom! I fucking nailed it.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
We should watch that. We haven't seen it in a while.
That is a good movie.
We got wildly off track. We were talking about our week. How did we get here?
I don't know, but I'm into it.
I'm having a good time. I was just But yeah, I do. I like my chocolate a little softer than how it's made, I guess. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, we went from Portland to this.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what we're talking about. Huh. That was a weird segue.
That was.
So you did comedy up in Portland.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That was fun. And then yesterday we went back up by Portland to McMinnville, where I did an actual showcase.
Do you think McMinimans, those restaurants started in McMinnville?
I thought that's where it was at first.
McMinimans.
Yeah. I was like, oh, cool. It's just in town. Dope. And then Marcus sent me the address.
And you're like, huh?
And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
That would have been really nice if it was in town because it was far.
I mean, it's always nice when it's in town, but
But we did get in and out because they opened one north of us now.
Buddy!
If they were going to skip Eugene, I guess closer than the other two is okay.
Yeah, that is weird.
Assholes.
We're the second biggest.
Damn In-N-Out execs.
Yeah, right?
Come on.
We're the second biggest city in Oregon.
I think we might be third. I don't know. I know it's the top 3 is Portland. Obviously, it's the first one, and then Eugene and Bend.
Yeah.
then
We gotta
Salem.
be bigger than Bend.
I have no clue. It's like a big place, I guess. They're really big with the beer crowd. A lot of breweries. Breweries. But yeah, so we got in and out. It's only been open for about a week, so it was kind of like a bad choice.
Yeah, you're a bad choice.
There's only, I know. There's only, now there's 3 in all of Oregon. So like people lose their goddamn minds over these freaking things. And like, in California, if there's a long line, you're just like, oh, I guess I'll drive another 10 minutes and go to a new one. But like I had to drive like 3 hours in the opposite direction to get to the other one here. So we waited.
Yeah.
Patiently, longer than I care to admit, honestly.
Yeah, it was, we were like, we're willing to wait like an hour.
But after an hour, we were too committed.
Yeah, after an hour, you're too locked in. You're like, I've spent an hour of my life standing in line here, and if I back out now, then I've just wasted an hour.
Yeah.
So
we ended up waiting like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because it was like an hour and a half in line and then like 30 minutes for food.
we were locked in. And man, those In-N-Out people, they were playing with our heartstrings.
They were. All over the place calling numbers.
You're so hungry, and they give you numbers, and they start calling out your numbers. And usually you think it's like
gonna be an
when we
order.
got there, they were at like 90, and you're like, and we were like 43.
We gotta get to the restart.
Yeah,
it was at 70.
Oh, that's
when
right.
we got inside. It was
70.
so far away.
Yeah. So we were like, it's like another 70 people until here. And then they were like 72. And we're like, okay. And then they were like 84.
And I'm like, what?
And we were like, hey-o, jumping.
Must be somebody in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not. They just went back
and
to
then
all
they'd
the other
be
numbers they skipped.
Yeah. Then they'd like count backwards down to 70 again. And you're like,
yeah. And they did that with ours too. It was like when it finally got to like 30 something, it was like 34, and then they were like,
they called 50.
Yeah, and then they were like 50, and we're like, what? And then it was like 40, and we're like, yeah, and then they were like 46, and we're like, ah. They were touring with us.
Yeah, and also we were really late. We were really close to being late for my show, even though they asked us to be there like an hour early. I think because they just anticipated that comics are a bunch of flakes.
A bunch of comedians are flaky people.
But so they were like, be here at 9, and then we got there at like 9:02. So we were, we were fine. But
yeah, well, the standing outside line was like, cold and rainy, and it was like an hour and a half to get in there. But the drive-through line was like 3 hours, and they had freaking traffic controllers to take care of this shit. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
Yeah. I think it's crazy that people are willing to sit for like that much longer just so that they don't have to get out of their car.
I mean, it was kind of cold. If you have kids, I can see it.
I mean,
but like, just like if you're a grown-ass person, save yourself some time.
In that situation, because when you think about it, we waited for about 2 hours for the whole thing.
Yeah.
But so that drive-through line, it includes the waiting outside and the waiting for your food.
That's true.
All
so
bundled
it's
into
about
one.
the same, honestly.
It's still about at least a half an hour longer.
And you're warmer.
But you're warmer. You're right. If you've got kids, like that makes sense. But here's the thing: is when I was coming back down from Portland with Eric, I went. Also, I've had In-N-Out twice this week.
I know you're feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Only had bread once though.
I did. I was a keto baby. I was a keto boy.
Keto boy.
Keto boy.
I'm not a keto boy.
I love
carbs.
For the one, but then I went with Faith. And I don't know, when I have something like fun with you, it feels like I want to like really enjoy it.
You really want to have fun.
Yeah. So like when I went with you, I was like, I'm having bread because that's going to make it the best. And I'm having fries and stuff. But when I went with another one of my friends when we were coming back down, I was like, I'm sticking to my diet.
Just can't control yourself around me. All your inhibitions out the window.
Nice.
That influenced your parents or whoever said that. I think it was like your grandparents or something said that when we first started dating.
Oh, yeah.
Way back when we first started dating, they were like, I think Faith's a bad influence in Austin. And I'm like,
And my parents, yeah. My own parents were like, are you insane? Like, no. If anything, it's nice that like Faith lets Austin hang around her.
Yeah. Like, I just looked like, I don't know. Maybe it was all the black and the lip ring I had in high school, but you had a mohawk.
I had a mohawk. And
you were way worse than me.
Yeah.
I was more likely to be found hiding somewhere reading a book, and you were like, I'm going to go drink and smoke some weed.
I had drugs in my pocket when they said that. Like, it.
And I'm over here like, I still never smoked weed.
Right? I think it's crazy that you still haven't smoked weed.
Like, what are you going to do? I don't know. It just seems like, I
don't
don't know why I would at this point.
I mean, so like in high school, you're kind of like, oh yeah, I've never smoked weed, and everybody's like nerd, and you know, whatever.
Now people are like, damn.
But now it's kind of like a badge of honor. You're like, wow, you made it this far without ever like just succumbing to peer pressure.
Right.
Yeah, and we live in Oregon.
You grew up in Southern California, and you live in Oregon, and you never smoked weed.
Yeah, and we went to Amsterdam. Never believe
me. Yeah, and we went to Amsterdam. Especially when I say that we went to Amsterdam, people never believe me. Because it's not even that I haven't ever smoked weed. I've never gotten high from weed.
I mean,
I've had a tincture once because I had a really bad headache, but that doesn't get you high, and it didn't work. It made my tummy really upset.
But also, like, you used to hang out in a house where like weed was being smoked a lot, so you might have gotten like, some secondhand whatevers,
secondhand something.
But yeah, you've never like done
intentionally.
So
sought it out. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Just it's a fun. Strange one. Yeah, people don't usually believe you though when you say that. They look at you like, okay, don't admit it. It's fine. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it, so I don't know why I would hide it from you. It's not like doing heroin.
What's crazy is that you've bought it, but never smoked it still. like you've gone in with people and it's been like, oh, like I'll buy you this, you know, like for friends out of town or like whatever. But yeah, you're just like, and here's your this. Yeah,
I've thought about it. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I've thought about it occasionally, just to like, let's just see what it's like. But like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like when I'm drunk feeling like I'm not in control. So I'm like, maybe I wouldn't like it. You know?
I mean,
the best part about being drunk is being buzzed. And like, I don't like drinking. So as soon as I'm buzzed, I'm like, okay, I should stop now. And then I sober up super fast. I'm like, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, does seem to be your favorite part. Faith always says when like her favorite part of being drunk and like when she can tell is like her prime spot is when she's walking and her head feels faster than her body.
I love walking when I'm drunk.
You really do.
It's the best.
And you walk fast.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
That was one of the best like random nights that we ever had, I think, was we were getting drunk one night, and that's the night that you first declared. You were like, it's like my head is faster than the rest of my body, and it's fun. It's fun.
We were celebrating me getting like cut loose from my old job for being a call taker.
Yeah, and we had like all these plans, and we were like, first we're gonna get Faith celebratory ice cream because they're gonna close.
We didn't know they were closing.
Well,
like closing for the night.
Yeah, they were gonna close for the night. And we were like, it's this place in town that we really like. They're closed now because they're shitty at handling business and apparently creepers.
Yeah,
but
it's a damn shame because their ice cream was delicious.
God damn it, it was good. They had this. It was called Hail to the Bee.
It was like candied freaking honeycomb in there and little dark chocolate crunchies.
Mm-hmm.
It was delicious.
Chocolate shavings. It was honey flavored ice cream.
And I don't like honey.
And it was so good.
So good.
So good.
Oh well.
Yeah. If anybody's listening who can get their hands on some like
a recipe,
Hail to the Bee, whatever recipe, some leftovers, you know,
from
you
like
got
2 years ago.
You got something hiding in the back of your auntie's freezer. You let me know. But so we were like, we're gonna go get ice cream, and then we're gonna go to
this Japanese restaurant we really like.
Well, no, the Japanese restaurant wasn't even in the plan. We were gonna go somewhere else, I think, to try to get food and drinks. And no, the Japanese restaurant was in the plan.
Yeah, because I like to sit in their little houses, but they're closed now too.
Yeah, and then we were going to go back over to Faith's favorite bar that serves like the cocktails that she really likes, and we were like, celebrate.
Yeah, because I like cocktails that don't taste like nothing.
Yeah, taste like
juice.
Yummy. But so we went over to the ice cream place, closed. And we were like, oh, this night's not turning out great. And then we went over to the Japanese place, and Faith discovered some yuzu lemon drops.
They were delicious.
And was like,
Sake.
I really liked all 3 of those. And
It was really good. They made good drinks.
oh, they're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
I like a good sugar rim on any drink, you know?
I love yuzu.
I love sake.
I love yuzu.
You're stupid. And then we decided to walk back toward like the actual downtown proper.
Well, we decided to walk back because we had walked there.
Yeah, because
And
we
we
parked
had-
next to Starlight because that's
Yeah.
where we had intended.
We had misjudged how far it was, and also how many drinks would imbibe.
Because
But
they were good.
yeah, and so
We had like a
w-
sake flight.
Yeah, I did
good.
I did have a sake flight, and I stole a sake bottle.
You did.
It's still in my house. It's cool looking. I
don't
like
know,
it.
We never used it for anything.
No, but it looks
It
cool.
looks cool. That's true.
It'd be a nice vase for one flower.
Single flower.
And not even anything with like a big stem.
No,
Like
very
a-
small.
Like a daisy.
Yes.
But we were just like walking back to the car, and Faith was like, it's like my head's faster than the rest of my body.
Yeah. I didn't sound like that, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the last part, not so much, but the first part.
Yeah, the first part.
Yeah.
And then we walked past this restaurant, and they had, or not this restaurant, this bar, and they had some live music going. Someone
There's-
getting fucking down on a fiddle.
And a banjo.
Yeah.
They were getting down.
And we went in there, had a
Well,
damn good time.
we were just like listening outside for a minute, and then these people came out and they were like, if you want to go in, you should definitely go in. These guys are killing it right now.
Yeah.
And then the bartender wanted like $10 from us. And I was like, I don't have any cash. And he's
Yeah.
like, I'll tell you what, they've only got like 2 songs left. Are you guys getting drinks? And Faith was like, my head's already faster than the rest of my body. And I was like, we could get more drinks. So we got more drinks.
Yeah.
And then they got down. What were they called?
Whiskey shivers.
Yeah, Whiskey Shivers. I bought a shirt that says Whiskey fucking Shivers on it.
Yeah.
It's a good shirt.
They're good. And then after that, we went to the Starlight. We didn't get any drinks there. We just watched at the time the Olympic Games were happening in Eugene.
Yeah, we were
the
hammered.
trials, Olympic trials.
Yeah, we were hammered watching the Olympic trials.
So
That was
we watched
fucking
a lot
fun.
of people running, and then we got sober enough to drive home.
Yep, we just sat there and we sobered up.
We made fun of people running. It
That was a lot of
was a
fun.
good time. How did we get here? Again, we're all over the place.
Who cares?
We were going to talk about seeing the Christmas lights, which you guys saw in our stories, possibly. That was a good time. We started new traditions.
Yeah, that's a
did it
newer
last
one.
year.
I'd say, yeah, we did it last year and we did it this year.
Yeah.
Going and
It was
checking
fun.
out the lights,
It was like, wow.
seeing how the other half lives.
Oh, yeah.
All them rich people lights.
Yeah, I mean, not even rich people. Some people just like, have more of the holiday spirit than I would ever possess.
Well, I'm just saying nobody's going around to check out like the apartments lights.
No, but like, are we rich?
Yeah,
Because like
no.
some of the houses were just like
And we don't
regular.
have any lights.
Well, I know, I'm just saying, but some of the houses were just like regular. Only one of them was like a freaking mansion, Like
I don't know. A couple of those that we went by were
Yeah, they
pretty
were nice houses.
crazy houses.
But like the last one we looked at, that was like looked like freaking Christmas threw up all over that house. It's just like a normal ass house.
Yeah, that was kind of
And
the
they
exception
like
to
went
the rule.
crazy pants.
Yeah, they went crazy.
They went ham.
pants.
They love Christmas there.
Uh-huh.
They have all the spirit. They have my Christmas spirit because I ain't got one. I got a tree. That's about as far as I go.
Yeah, we got a tree.
Maybe it'll get.
It's a
Maybe
nice
my
tree.
Christmas spirit will get better when I have children. Like I have to pretend to be Santa or whatever. But I can tell them like
Are you gonna be Santa?
we have to pretend. I have to sign shit Santa and like pretend they get their notes and ho 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 and whatnot.
I think as soon as my kid is like, "Is Santa real?" I'm gonna be like, "No." You figured
That's
it
fun,
out.
though.
Good for
job.
you, kid.
Very smart.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but I think that's just mostly because I'm a terrible liar.
yeah. No, it's not great.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Is Santa real?" And I'll be like, "Nah."
I tried to back when I had not my first job, my second job in Oregon. I was a caregiver for some like adults with disabilities, and I tried to like she was asking about Santa, and like I didn't want to crush her dreams because like mentally she was a lot younger than she was, and I was like, And she's like, is that the real Santa? And I was like, I didn't want to lie because like she had seen like 3 different Santas. She's like, which one's the real Santa? And I was like, so Santa, he's like so busy and there's so many kids. He wants to get like he wants everybody to make sure that he always gets like what they want, you know? So he has these people these friends of his that look a lot like him, and he sends them out and they report back to him every night and tell him what the kids said they wanted and who was good, who was nice and who was naughty. And she's like, no, it's the real Santa. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, it's the real Santa. You know, I tried to come up with, I had like a whole legit story about how all the mall Santas worked for Santa. And like seemed more logical when she was asking, like, is that the real Santa? Which one's the real Santa? And I was like, I don't know, I'll tell you one's better than the others. Because like you're a grown up and you can walk around telling other little kids that this one's not the real Santa.
No, I mean, I probably would have said something similar, you know. So here's the thing. I'm a terrible liar.
But you make up great stories.
Great at make-believe.
Yeah. Maybe that's what you should do is make believe more.
So yeah, I do. I make believe good. But what was it? Like your sister one time applied for Disney.
No, she just heard about it.
Or yeah.
They have a weird application process.
They have a strange application process.
Makes sense when you think about like the place.
Oh, for sure. But like one of the questions was like they put you in like situations and asked what you would do. Mm-hmm. And I just remember one of them being like a kid, you're managing the line to, you know, Donald's.
Yeah.
To see Donald Duck. And, you know, one of the kids comes up to you and asks you why Donald has a zipper on his back.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Go. And Becca was like, I don't even know what I would say. Like, it kind of ruins the whole charade. Like, they think that's Donald.
Becca couldn't have applied at this point, I remember, because she already had visible tattoos and they don't let you do that at Disneyland at the time. I don't know how that's changed.
I mean, I would guess that
it probably had to have changed. Because,
you think?
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people with tattoos these days.
I mean,
like it would suck to constantly wear long sleeves working outside at Disneyland in the summertime, you know?
Yeah, but there's still a lot of jobs that are like, you can't have tattoos or it's really frowned upon, or at least like if they're visible.
Yeah.
Anyways. But so she was like, I don't even know what I would say. And I was like, done. I was like, listen, Donald was sick. He had to go into the doctor. Doctor said that he needed to have surgery. Nothing serious. He just needed to get better. So the doctor was getting him all fixed up, but he was so excited to come and meet everybody here today. He had to come out before he was done. So the doctor put a zipper on his back so that when he's done saying hi to you, he can go back in and finish up later.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And I just remember being like, wow, that's so weird. But like, that's totally something you would tell to a kid.
Yeah. You just think like a child, I guess. Childish bitch.
I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when this episode comes out, guys, happy freaking New Year.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
It's
like 2 days.
Almost the new year.
Almost time for that 2020. Getting back into the 20s, guys. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of 20s themed parties going on. A lot of bad My Vision's 2020 jokes.
My Vision's, yeah.
Got that 2020 vision. Hashtag.
I'm making this my year. I got 2020 vision.
Yo. But yeah. So just, you know, every time at the end of the year, you start to think about how the year was, the year that you started with. The beginning of this year was like real shit for us. It's just not great. You know, life happens.
Yeah.
But it ended up good.
It started out rough.
You know,
just like a lot of money stuff and like
life stuff
and, you know, trying to get everything moved around and ready for a couple of things. But
our wedding was just like as soon as I thought it was like so far away, like December 2018, I was like, dang, we got so much time before our wedding. January 1st, I was like, oh my God, 6 months till the wedding.
Yeah.
So much closer. It's funny how a day can do that.
Yeah. And we were planning on Faith's mom coming to live with us at the time. Or she
was already here.
No, she was already here.
Yeah, she got here in 2018.
But like late 2018.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So we were still getting adjusted.
Yeah.
At the time. I remember that being like a new thing.
Yeah.
And you know, when you live by yourself, like even like when you live by yourself and you have like your stuff set up, and then like when you get a new roommate, it's kind of rough. But then like
Yeah.
you're related.
Actually, it was the beginning of 2018. 'Cause she was here before Cassidy was born.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, just before Cassidy was born, because remember, immediately after she got here, she went down to California for like a month waiting for her to be made to be here. She was already made.
Oh God, I hope she didn't witness the making.
No, that'd be bad.
That'd be horrible.
So yeah, she was here all of 2018. But your sister came and lived with us for a little bit, which wasn't really that stressful, but it's always stressful to like move things around and change things.
I mean, I feel like her living here wasn't stressful.
No.
It was the one who she was living with.
But there was puppies. It was just like a lot of people, because I don't like people. So there's a lot of people, a lot of animals.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, that's what it was. They were moving in with us at the time.
Yeah.
And it just our house got real crowded.
Real crowded, real fast.
Yeah, because there's 5 people, 2 cats, 1 medium-sized dog, and 1 huge dog.
Yeah.
A Great Dane.
It was a lot. But then, right after the beginning of the new year, we had our bachelor and bachelorette parties, went down to California in February.
That was fun.
Because that was when I still had my old job, so I had to, like, request that time off the year before.
Way far in advance.
No, in October. It wasn't that bad, but it was, like, the best availability before the wedding. So, yeah, we went down. I had my bachelorette party in Hollyweird.
Hollyweird.
Austin went to Vegas.
I did.
Like a real boy does.
I did the classic, Honestly,
we wanted to do New Orleans, but it just like didn't pan out. All the people with money and stuff.
I would have loved to have done New Orleans, but
it would have been crazy. It just was too much for everybody. New babies and
new
money.
babies and airfare was kind of expensive. I had a friend who could have gotten us a pretty good deal on a hotel, but
still not good enough to make it worth it.
Yeah, still that would have been so much fun, but honestly, like I didn't even do Vegas because I was like, I gotta take my bros to Vegas.
No, you would have done Hollywood. It was just a voting situation.
It wasn't even a voting situation because it was my fucking bachelor party. I could have my bachelor party. That's what we're gonna call lady bachelor parties now. And that's no longer bachelorette parties. It's vagilar parties.
Weird. Now you've just completely changed the word.
Vagilar. What's really funny is your laugh. I looked over at the sound wave and it looks awesome. It's like big and then like goes down, but in like hits. I'll show you later. You got to remind me. But
I'll think about it.
Anyways, we might edit this part out.
You should. I don't know why you did this. Anyways, my bachelor party.
Write down 37 minutes and 30 seconds. But
bachelor.
Anyways, vagilar. You'll have a vagilar party, and but I could have just been like, we're having the bachelor party in LA. Like we're gonna be around the same area, like, and then we can have breakfast the next day and stuff like that. Just Faith and I together, and it was mostly just because like I had people from Southern California who I wanted to come, and people from Washington who I wanted to come.
All my people were in Southern California except for your sister, but she just, lived here, so we just took her.
Yeah. And flights to Vegas are cheap from pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it was
more fair.
Yeah, it was more fair as far as
making everybody travel.
Yeah, having everybody travel and stuff. And I feel like that's something that like people overlook when you're like, hey, I want you to be part of my
thing,
my bridal party, or one of my groomsmen, or my best man, maid of honor, things like that. It's like a huge financial undertaking that you're
really is.
Picking up
Wedding clothes are not cheap, and people always like, I don't know. I feel like we were pretty lax with what we wanted people to wear. Like we didn't require a whole lot of things. It just so like I didn't even want my bridesmaids to match. Really, it just so happened they all liked the same dress and it looked good on all of them. So like I wouldn't have forced them. I didn't care.
It did look good on all of them.
I really didn't care at all what they were as long as it was the same color.
Yeah, it was like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but with wedding dresses.
Yeah, it was crazy pants.
Yeah.
Crazy dresses. But I feel like the bachelorette party was the biggest expense for everybody.
Yeah, it was.
With flights and gambling. I mean, not that they had to gamble, but it was kind of like if you're there. When in Rome,
You're in Vegas. You got to gamble a little bit. I didn't gamble that much. I think
you're having a damn good time though.
I was.
It's dangerous to gamble under your condition.
Hell yeah. I mean, I can say it on here.
I don't care.
I actually saved a bunch of money on drinking because of that. So I decided it would be a good idea to take acid for the first time in Las Vegas for 2 days in a row.
You told me you weren't going to do it the second day after.
I
but
wasn't
then you just
gonna.
decided to.
So like the first night I was having a really good time, but I was also like I was still drinking a lot. I was still smoking like a lot of weed and at the time, and like I was going with it, and like I smoked like too much weed because we decided to smoke this like hash bullet.
Yeah, you always go too hard when you do these things, Austin.
And I was like feeling it. I was like peaking on acid. All the lights were doing crazy stuff. And then we smoked this hash bullet and I went like over the edge. Like I was getting sucked into like these crazy like places and I like had to like pull myself out. We almost got mugged.
Yeah, you're getting all kinds of anxious. You were being me.
Yeah. I also like organized this street in Las Vegas though, which was kind of crazy. Like just like on accident. It's actually a part of it's a bit that I do now. Where like basically I was just like trying to take care of myself because walking the streets of Las Vegas is crazy anyways.
Yeah.
And like you have to like really focus on where you're going and trying to weave in and out of people. And I'm also like 5 hours into an acid trip. Like, and I just remember walking down these stairs and I just like grabbed the railing and I was like, just handle yourself. Don't worry about anyone else. They'll move. And I audibly started saying to myself, just walk like you're driving. 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 Just over and over to kind of get myself to
calm down.
Just calm down and to go with it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I realized like everyone else around me was like hearing what I was saying and they were like, okay, just walk like you're driving. Just walk like you're driving. Yeah, just walk like
That's
you're driving.
That's how stairs are supposed to work.
Yeah, and everybody split.
Yeah.
And like organized themselves for like one block of Las Vegas. I became king.
Yes.
And
your ranting worked.
You control.
Became king of the drunks.
It was crazy of just like bros, half naked women, and Asian businessmen. I was the Lord, and everybody listened to my word.
Yeah. Remember in Paris, like in like the subway station or the metro stations, like that's how it was too. Like everybody would get to one side that was like not trying to walk up the escalators, so that the people that were trying to walk up the escalators like quickly and get where they were going could go up quickly. I thought that was really considerate.
There's a fast lane and a slow lane.
Yeah, makes
sense. That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, it's just nobody does that in America. We all suck.
Dude, nobody does that on the roads.
For real
up
though.
Here. Like that's where
there's not enough lanes. I feel like sometimes people think there's more lanes than there are. There's not. There's a fast and a slow. That's the end of the lanes here.
Fast lane, slow lane. If you're
there's
down in LA,
there's not like slow, medium, slow, kind of slow, so, fast, faster. There's not that many lanes here.
No, that's like down in LA.
Yeah.
You know?
People are dumb.
But
bachelor party.
Oh yeah. So that was fun.
Acid.
And then we realized it was really late out when we got like almost mugged.
Yeah. Because Vegas isn't cool to do at night. You have to stay inside.
Yeah, well, it was like 4 in the morning.
Commit to your casino and stay there until the sun is up again. There's rules.
That's the thing. We weren't really gambling.
I know. I'm just saying. That's how Vegas works. If you're not gambling, go somewhere.
Yeah. No.
Go away at 2 a.m. That's the cutoff. At 2 a.m., Vegas belongs to the real people from Vegas.
Yeah,
there's rules. It's a law.
It started getting real sketchy, and we went back to the hotel room, but I was still
too damn high.
Way too damn high. So I was freaking out. I don't think I slept at all. Plus, I really had to poop.
But he was terrifying.
I was terrified that I was going to blow out my asshole. It was because like I really had to poop. But I didn't know how in control of my muscles I was.
Yeah.
So...
do you want to go like night for night with this? Like your night one, my night one?
Sure.
Okay,
if you
let me
want.
know when you're done with your poop story.
I mean, that was pretty much it. I really had to poop, and I started doing some writing. Maybe that's something I could do. I could just read that.
That'd be horrible.
I have to. It's on an old phone now.
Yeah.
But it's some
Entertaining.
quality stuff.
Yeah.
But
I don't know about that, but it's something, that's for sure.
can I tell you, there's a video on that phone that I recorded that's like 20 minutes long, and I'm still scared to watch the whole thing.
That.
I haven't done it. I always
Quite
forget.
the undertaking.
I always forget, and it's like 20 minutes long. It's not like something that you can just like go into. I've watched like a couple minutes of it.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
You just look like you're crying in like the thumbnail for it.
I remember what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard I was crying. And like I would start talking, and I kind of do this like when I'm sober, but like I'll start talking and then you'll get going and then you'll kind of like forget your train of thought and then just kind of get stuck in this nowhere space.
Yeah.
But I was really high, and so I would just make a noise and like restart, but it was like a noise. It was like, it wasn't like a barf, but it was just like you know.
What was I saying?
And I'd be like, oh my god, and then we go and then like everybody would start laughing super hard, and it felt like days of this.
Yeah.
It was
That's
crazy.
weird.
It was so much fun.
Gotta wait a couple of years before you do that again. You might kill yourself.
Oh,
Get all fry head.
No, I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
It was an interesting experience, and I started like freaking out at the end of the night, like,
It's too much.
you know,
Being high for that long isn't good.
it's like 12 hours
I'm just saying, you know.
each.
I've only like been high for too long when it was like prescription medication. I had to take codeine in high school, which is how me and Austin started talking.
But I had
to take codeine in high school, and it was like after like 8-9 hours, you're like, can I just not feel like this anymore, please? It sucks.
I think it depends on your company.
Maybe. I mean, I was at school. My mom made me go to school for some reason.
Yeah, I've been high at school for that long, and it's pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's not a good place to be. If I was just high at home, maybe it would have been fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, like if
I
you're
would've been
high,
productive.
if you're high at home, if you have
With
like
friends.
a couple of friends that you're like high with,
At a party in Vegas.
at a party in Vegas, walking down the strip, getting robbed. I think we almost got in a gang fight.
Oh, he had a weird time.
Yeah, I just remember like all of a sudden there was a lot of people wearing the same color all around me, and I was like,
The hell's happening?
what the fuck? And then we were walking up, and they like walked up to another group of people who were all wearing
A different color, but the same color.
like they were all wearing the same color, but it was a different color.
Yeah.
And they started like talking aggressively to one another.
Yeah.
And then they started like turning people away and saying that the bridge was closed.
It's considerate of them. Really.
And so we just like shot through really quick and avoided that whole situation.
Yeah.
But
Could end up in the news if you stayed there. Would have been bad.
uh-huh.
I didn't almost get mugged in mine. But you get followed a little, and we got hit on a lot of street callers.
Well, you guys were hot.
Yeah, it was turning our hoe on because
Dressed
I've never
up, sexy.
hoed before.
Yeah. You had to get it out of your system.
I had to get all the hoe out, more hoe. I mean, I had to put some hoe in, honestly, to get it out. But yeah, we got an Airbnb up in the Hollyweird, literally on Hollywood Boulevard, directly above this club, Black Rose, Black Rabbit, something like that. I don't know. Our friend Caitlin is obsessed with it still.
Has she gone back?
No, she just got obsessed with it, and like her and Becca, I think, both follow their Instagram page.
Okay.
Lady Gaga went there like shortly after we got there and was just like singing.
Really?
It's like at this tiny fucking dive bar place. It was a really cool place. It used to be a hotel. It used to be like the old Hollywood Hotel or something. It's this big pink building right on Hollywood Boulevard. Not too far from where the Oscars were, because right during my bachelor party, they
your
had
bachelor party.
the day that we left was the Oscars, because they had it shut down Partially. Like when we left, it was freaking impossible to get out of that bitch. Hollywood Boulevard was shut down
Jeez.
for cars. It sucked. We had to drive all kinds of weird back roads.
That sucks.
But the first night we, drove up to LA after getting most of us together. We were missing one person because she had to fly in from San Jose. And we got up to Hollywood and we had planned the original plan. Nothing goes as planned, My plan and Becca's plan, because she was my maid of honor, was to just like kind of go medium hard the first night. Just go out to get dinner, get a couple drinks, go home, sleep, rested up for the second day. Saturday was going to be our big day. Saturday
you're going to go hard.
Saturday we're doing like the male strip club. We're doing it, we're doing the bachelorette party thing.
Yeah. You had a warm up night.
We were supposed to have a warm up night. It did not happen that way because we get excited when we all see each other, because it hasn't, we don't get together a lot. Pretty much for big occasions such as weddings is when we all get together. Otherwise, it's not high school anymore. We can't all be together.
Well, you got people from all over the place. You had a couple people from Southern California. Was Aisha still living with us at the time?
Yeah, Aisha, I just said that. Aisha came down with us.
She came down with us. She was living in Oregon. You had a friend from San Francisco.
Yeah. It was 2 people from Southern California. And then San Fran, and then Aisha was just up here with us.
Yeah, it's just all up and down the West Coast.
So we got to our Airbnb, and it was super cute. And it was kind of a pain in the ass to get through because like the guy had moved the lockbox without telling me, like in the instructions that they send you on Airbnb on how to get into places. He had forgotten that he had moved the lockbox, so like I had to call him like 3 times. Super annoying, but it was overall a good experience. And we set up our stupid decorations. I had like Miss to Mrs. with all my bitches up on the wall. We had like freaking
the random penis stuff.
Yeah, kiss the penis instead of the piñata, like pin the tail on the donkey thing. We had to kiss the dick.
You just had to guess where the dick was?
Yeah, you got blindfolded, like pin the tail on the donkey, and they spun you around, and then you had to like walk
and kiss a wall.
And kiss a wall. They had like a full size statue or whatever. Sooks got right on the fucking head, like she crushed that. So we're all getting ready, after we set up and we blew up all the penis balloons, which your sister was terrified of because she has a weird balloon thing.
Oh, yeah.
We put all of our booze in the fridge, got our drunk snacks ready, got that top ramen out so we'd be prepared, all them chippies. Got our penis-shaped shot glasses ready. And then,
you guys really went for the decorations.
Oh, yeah. Becca went crazy. She ordered all kinds of stuff on Amazon. We got our sashes on. That's funny. We did it.
My decoration money went into buying drugs.
Yeah, you did drugs. I had the decorations.
What's funny is it saves you so much money.
Yeah.
Because like I could have spent legit if I wanted to, especially in Vegas, you could spend $1,000 on getting drunk in a night, like easy. Yeah, but
equally, you're just lucky that you didn't gamble, because if you had gambled, you could have lost way more money. Just because you didn't drink, you saved money.
Well, no, I'm saying just like on being inebriated. Yeah. Buying.
That's why we bought bottles before we got up there.
Yeah.
Because they probably want to be more expensive in LA than they were in Orange County, because we went to the Bevmo. But also, so we wouldn't drink as much out, which didn't help us still, because by the time we were out, we didn't care that much. But we're pretty, so we got free stuff.
No, we had a bottle, and like in our room, which was it was good for like we pre-gamed a little bit before we went out.
Yeah.
And then it was good for like the next morning when you were trying to do like a little bit of hair of the dog type situation.
Yeah. I feel you. I did not do that because I don't want no hair from my dog anyways.
No, you don't.
I don't want any alcohol.
You want a naked dog.
Yes, I want a naked dog.
Uh-huh.
Especially for those big Spanish ones. This is cute.
Oh yeah, the like Mexican hairless dogs.
Yeah, they have the crazy name that starts with an X and has like 27 letters for some reason.
They're adorable.
They're adorable. Only the big ones though. I don't like the little ones so much. I don't like little dogs very much.
Get like
they're kind of creepy.
Messed up faces sometimes.
Yeah, they get kind of weird. Like Coco's dog. I want Coco's dog. Anyways.
There used to be one where we used to live. We used to go hang out at a dog park in Laguna Beach.
Yeah, he was super cute. And he always wore a little sweater.
Uh-huh.
A little fleece sweater.
His parents were like punk as fuck.
Yeah, because his brother was a Great Dane that wore a Misfits sweater.
Yeah.
It was adorable. So yeah, we got ready, and we had reservations at like I forget what it's called now, but it's a Tim Burton themed restaurant, also on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh yeah.
It just so perfectly happened because I picked because when you rent an Airbnb, it doesn't tell you
exactly
the actual address. So I was like, this seems like close to everything. Just so happened like this was literally like walking distance to damn near everything that we did. It was perfect.
That's perfect.
So we went to this Tim Burton themed restaurant. It was right down the street. So we were all getting ready, and then like the last bachelorette or my last bridesmaid showed up, and we were like, okay, we're all together now. We're all super excited. Besides taking a million selfies and getting ready, let's like shoot it up. So we took 2 shots each, I think. Becca and Caitlin and Kelly all did tequila, and then me and Aisha did vodka because tequila's gross.
Vodka. I like tequila.
Yeah, but I was planning on sticking with vodka because it's good to mix in drinks, you know?
Yeah, it's smart of you to stick with.
I was trying to be a smart drunk.
Yeah, okay. With the one liquor.
Yeah, some other people were not as smart as I.
On mine, I was not.
Yeah.
I was.
Were you not in the clear? No liquor before your beer? Did you beer
no,
before your liquor?
I had like beer and tequila and vodka
and
acid and rum and whiskey. Like I just had all of it.
Yeah.
At one point we walked up to this guy who was he was legit selling like boots of pretty much liquor.
Yeah.
He had like plastic boots, and they had a lid and a straw in it. And he would like fill them up with ice and then pour like a generous amount of whatever liquid or whatever liquor that
another
you wanted.
L word.
So you were getting like did you say I'm a liquor?
No, I said another L word.
Oh, I thought you said you're a liquor, and I was like, that was a good one.
No, but you are a liquor. As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yar.
But so we I walked up to him, and you know, people are getting like Jack and Cokes and like gin and tonics, and it was like a liter of whatever this fucking cocktail was. These boots were huge.
Yeah.
And they had like a ton of alcohol in it, and I walked up and like all my friends had gotten, you know, whatever cocktails, and I was like, can I just get water? And he goes, you want a boot of water? And I went, yeah, is that okay? And he's like, it's all right, but it's just really weird, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, you just want water. You just want water. And I was like, I'm on a lot of conflicting substances right now. And he goes, okay, all right. And then he was like totally cool about getting me water after that. Like,
so yeah, we got ready, had a couple shots, put on our skanky outfits, our hose.
Hoeing out.
But it was a little cold because it was February, so we had jackets also. I had a cute jacket. I had a leather jacket. Some people wore puffy jackets, but they were toasty, and that's what counts. So we're getting out, walking down the street. I'm having a great time walking because I don't drink a lot, so 2 shots is doing good for me, you know? I was having a great time already. And you know how, especially when I'm a little drunk, I just like, if it says I can walk across the crosswalk, regardless of how safe it is, I'm going to start walking.
Yeah, well, you're just looking for any excuse to walk.
Yeah, I just want to keep going.
Yeah.
So I just started walking, and Becca's like, Faith! And I almost got hit by a car, but it's okay. We all okay. We're still here, right?
Yeah.
Unless this is heaven. Weird. Probably hell.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
So when we get like Becca and Caitlin they wanted to get some cigarillos because they both smoke when they're drunk. So they went to a smoke shop, and all these people, like there was this group of guys outside, and they're all like, tell me your name, come on baby, what's your name? And I was like,
tell me your name.
And they just started guessing like all the common names, and like honestly they didn't even guess Kelly's name, and she's like they didn't guess any of the common names.
Yeah,
especially for white girls. They didn't guess Becca. They didn't guess Caitlin or Kelly.
What were they guessing?
They were like I don't even know, like Megan, Brittany, like other common names, but like still.
Yeah.
Not, and we were like, nope. And they were like, come on. And I was like, no thanks.
No thanks.
We're all just, arm in arm having a grand time walking to this Tim Burton restaurant. Get there, it's like a damn freak show in there. People are like walking on fire and whatnot. Get some overpriced food, more overpriced drinks.
But some atmosphere.
Yeah. And right next door, there was this like club that was like, they were like, when we had walked in, they're like, oh, you guys are a bachelorette party? And we're all like, woo, because we're those girls right now. When you get drunk, that's what happens.
You're like, you were woohoo girls.
We were woohoo girls, for sure. So we're all like, woohoo! And then we're like, okay, after you're done eating, come back. And we're like, okay, sure. So after we're done eating, we have so many leftovers. And they're like, oh, you guys coming in? We're like, we have to go put our leftovers away, but we swear we'll be back. And the guy's like, you better. So we go and put our leftovers away, take another shot.
Yeah.
We all had a drink at the freaking restaurant. You know, 1 drink, 3 shots at this point.
Well, and also the drinks that you had at the restaurant, if I remember right, were big, like...
Big and strong.
Yeah, big and strong drinks.
Just how I like my men. No. So we actually put our stuff away. We took a shot. We actually went back. We kept our word. They were very impressed, actually. They're surprised, honestly, to see us again. They thought we were just gone. We go inside. They don't charge us because they're super nice, and we're a party.
Well, and you're a bachelor party.
We are at a bachelor party, and we get in there, and we're like, it's like a library theme. How perfect is this? There's books everywhere. It's pretty empty, but the crowd's rolling in, you know?
Yeah. That's perfect for you, though.
Yeah, it was perfect for me. I was like, whoa. And
you're like, you don't even know how perfect this is.
yeah, I got a water, and we're like sitting up on like these like elevated couches, dancing, getting our groove on, you know, with each other. And then this group comes and sits next to us, and they had ordered a whole bottle, and they saw that I was wearing my sash, and they're like, oh my God, woo! And they're like, woo! And they started like pouring shots into all of our mouths. So I got a free drink from them, and then I ordered a drink, and then we were dancing, and my sister broke her shoe.
Oh, I think breaking her shoe is an understatement.
Yeah, she broke
Straight
completely
up busted out of this heel.
It was hilarious. So we were still there. She just sat down on the couch and was dancing still. But then we decided like we should probably go back and get new shoes. So we left, and the guy was like, "You're leaving already?" And my sister's all drunk. She's like, "I broke my fucking shoe." And he was like, "Oh." So she took both of her shoes off and she's walking barefoot down Hollywood Boulevard. And we get back to our room, take another shot. Becca puts on new shoes, and then I think we made the mistake of going to an actual strip club. Not because it's bad to go to strip clubs, but because they don't let you drink there, and we sobered up enough, and I was done.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, home. Mm-hmm. Sleepy time. Threw up twice.
Yeah, because if it's full naked,
yeah,
they don't let you drink. I actually did
not
go.
This was the closest one.
Yeah, I actually did not go to a strip club.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been to a strip club.
I've been to one lady one and one boy one.
Yeah.
But the boy one, I don't really think is like a strip show more than a club.
Those are definitely shows.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like for strip clubs, like you just go in and paying for blue balls.
Yeah, it was
it's fun
we were like, you know, we were doing the whole girl thing that girls do. Yeah, good for you, girl. Woo.
Uh-huh.
You know, just clapping, and they would like crawl over to get their money and stuff and like sweep the floor like they do with their arms, and they'd see my sash, and they'd be like, "Oh, congratulations, honey." I was like, "Thanks." You too. Good job. You know, it was a thing, and then they like because they saw my sash when I walked in, so they were like, "Everybody give it up for blah, 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 blah," and they talk like crazy pants fast. They sound like auctioneers. I don't know if they're speeding it up or what. And they made me go up on stage, and I got a lap dance from all of them. It was scary.
Wow.
It was scary. And they're all like, "Congratulations, honey," dancing on my lap, and I'm like, "Thanks." They're like, because they tell you, don't touch strippers.
Yeah. But
they were like kept grabbing my hands, and I was like, "I'm not touching you." And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Please don't make me touch you." I'm scared. I saw one of them put their finger inside of herself. "I don't want you to touch me."
Ooh, you did?
Yeah. They went for it.
Yikes.
It was scary. Front row seats.
Shooey.
We're all like, your sister's face was so her and Caitlin were like, whoa. Yeah, it was a good time. And then your sister fell. That was funny too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a good time. And then we went home and we went to bed. I did not sleep very much. I don't sleep good when I'm drunk.
Oh, you want to talk about not sleeping very much?
Yeah, talk about your second
/
day the night of the first day still.
So like we show up in Vegas one morning, we go to sleep. There's another day we go to sleep, and then that day we leave. Mm-hmm. So like what 3 day, and then also like the night before, like I really didn't sleep because we were like getting ready to go, and like we went pretty early, so it was like
because we were like it was Friday, Saturday, then come home Sunday.
Yeah, it was like 4 days.
Yeah,
you know, and out of the 4 days, I probably slept 6 hours.
It was only 3 days, but yeah,
or three.
Yeah,
3 nights.
Yeah,
so like
2 nights.
No, because the night before too.
Oh, like the night before you even went to Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really even sleep.
Yeah.
So it was like out of all of those, like I slept like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like it just, the first night was kind of my fault because like I didn't go to sleep early.
Yeah, because you were hanging out.
Yeah, I was hanging out.
With your family.
But then like the next night I was like way too high to go to sleep. And then the next day, the same thing. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, the second day I didn't even think I was going to do it, but we had it.
You just figured why not?
And like,
did you do anything during the day? Like when you first woke up or no? You just like went to get food?
We woke up, we kind of hung out, we went to get food.
Did you ever go to sleep? Because you called me like freaky early. I was up because I had to vomit. I had to like literally run to the bathroom. It was terrifying.
Yeah, I slept for like an hour.
Yeah, you called me at like 7 a.m. and I was like, the hell is he doing awake?
Yeah, I just...
But we were all already awake, so like we didn't care.
You had texted me, so I knew you were awake.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, all right, I'll just call her. Yeah. Like at that time, like Andy had also given up on sleeping.
Yeah.
So we were just like up and out. And then we went to get breakfast, just like at the hotel we were at. I wanted to go to this crazy buffet that's at Caesar's Palace, but it was like expensive and we couldn't get everybody together at the right time.
Yeah.
And then we all met up.
You're crazy expensive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then we met up and we bought bathing suits because we thought we were going to go into the jacuzzi at night, but like all the jacuzzis close at night, which is...
I don't think they want anybody to die or vomit in their jacuzzis.
Yeah, but like also like jacuzzi at night.
On acid. All those little like tendrils of steam probably would look awesome.
I was so excited. Like all the bubbles and then the steam and then
that would have been too much.
Oh, no, dude. It would, and then you're all like relaxed.
Somebody would have thrown up.
Ugh.
Someone just would have thrown up.
Yeah. No, somebody probably. But no, we ended up going to so like a bunch, like some of my other friends were doing it again, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, like we're gonna have a good time. And I did.
Did you take it earlier in the day?
Or much earlier. We took it at like noon.
Oh wow.
Well, it takes...
Does it take a while to kick in?
It takes a while to kick in.
Like a long time or just like 20 minutes?
No, like hour.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then even like at the hour, it starts and then it starts to build.
Yeah.
At like hour 5 is really when it starts ramping up.
How annoying. Somebody's got to do some science and shorten that bitch.
I mean,
make it quicker.
I'm sure they can, but I don't know. It's a fun ride.
Yeah.
So...
I feel like the second day for you was just like, this is the first day. You had the same night twice.
Pretty much. Well, no, the second night we went to a Twilight Zone themed mini golf.
Oh yeah. I remember you went mini golfing. Because your pictures, I was like, the hell are you doing?
and everything was like dark and like black lights and like neon colors and stuff. And so like that was really cool.
Yeah.
And like at some point I was crushing at like legit mini golf.
Yeah.
Like I got a couple of hole-in-ones. Like I was doing like really good. I was like hyper focused on it.
Your golfing drug.
Yeah. Everyone else just kind of gave up on actually playing.
I mean, if you're under the influence of things, it's just more fun to mess around than it is to actually do stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, we did that. I remember we walked around a lot. we went over to what is that called? With like the people who were going by on the zip lines and stuff. Fremont Street, yeah. We went over to Fremont and
I don't know why I know that. I've never been to Vegas as an adult.
Yeah.
Last time I went, I was like 7 and I went to Circus.
Going to Vegas as not someone who's 21 is kind of dumb.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
My dad just dragged me.
Yeah, it just feels like you can't do any of the stuff that's everywhere.
But I did that like, you remember how like the twisted braid things were really cool with like the yarn around it? In like the early 2000s, 90s. We had that done. A lot of face paint. It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. There's pictures somewhere.
Yeah. What's kind of interesting in Fremont Street, there's like these circles that are like for street performers. It's just like in the middle of the walk-in, it's kind of like, hey, this is for the people.
Yeah.
And like street performers will just like go there. Like there was this guy who was dressed up as a woman, and like if you gave him $10, he'd like give you a lap dance, or like
It's expensive.
it was just like, he was a street
Is he
performer.
good?
Yeah, he was, dude.
Okay, then it's worth it.
Dude.
If he was just like you doing that, I'd be like
No,
$10.
he was killing it. Because he was just out and he was like dancing and just being weird, and like you give him a couple of bucks and like he'd let you take a picture with him. If you gave him like $10, he'd give you like a lap dance, and like he had like the big fake butt and boobs and stuff, and he was killing it.
Good job then.
And then one of my friends like went to tip him so that we could take a picture with him, and he was like, hey, can you break 100? And like he could, and he did, but he had to like open up his tip, like he had like a bucket, and had to like count out $100.
Yeah,
like
it's probably a lot of small bills too.
It was ridiculous, dude. I'm like, just go buy something at the bar and come back.
That's rude.
Yeah, but but it was funny, and then one of my friends got like had to go to sleep drunk, like belligerently, like blackout, just done for the night, drunk at like 10 p.m.
Well, I was probably drinking throughout the day.
We were.
Yeah. You got to pace yourself properly.
You have to. You have to. But
I didn't. First night.
What's crazy is he was like, we got him back to the hotel, and like he like immediately passed out and then like started throwing up like everywhere. But he passed out so early that like we went out and hung out for the rest of the night, and like just like we were like, he's in the hotel room, he's safe, like he's good. And then so we were like, I still wanted to go have a bachelor party, so like we left. He passed out so early that he had time to sober up, and then he went out again. He like got another hotel key.
I was gonna say, he probably wasn't like sober, just sober enough to wake up.
He was, coherent.
Yeah.
He was sober enough to where because we had taken the hotel room key so that we could get back in.
Yeah. To think about getting a hotel key.
Yeah.
That's how sober he was.
So not only that is that he went out, was asked for another hotel keys. Like I got locked out of my room.
Yeah.
And they, it was like my name on it, but he was like the secondary signer.
Yeah.
And they were like, what's your name? And he, he told them, and they were like, it's not your name on the room. And then he's like, if you give me a pen and a paper, I'll sign my signature and you can match it to the secondary signature on there and it'll match. And they were like, okay. And then he did it and it matched, and they were like, okay, here's a room key. But he was like sober enough to like
think
cook
of
that up.
Plan. Yeah. Did the next morning when you guys were all like leaving or whatever, did you do anything, or you just like got the heck out of Dodge?
No, we went to the Hash House a Go-Go, I think is what it's called. And man, they had some good food.
Yeah.
It was a really long wait. 2 of us fell asleep while we were waiting. But we went there, and I got like the crazy chicken and waffles, and they have like coffee that has like a whole
Oh yeah.
like it's a s'mores thing, and it's got like a whole campfire in it. It feels like, and just like monster portions of everything. It was really good, but it was also
exactly what you need after a long weekend.
Ooh, yeah, it brought my soul back to life a little bit.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my second day, we got like a tasty breakfast. I forget where, and then we went to the Museum of Death because I really wanted to see it. That was fun. And then we kind of just like hung out back at our hotel room for a while, getting lazy and whatnot. And then we got ready because we had planned intentionally before, to I don't know, to like have a crazy second night, but the first night ended up being crazy. So we got all ready, and we went to the male strip club, which I forget what it was called, one of those Thunder Down Under Magic Mike situations. I don't know what it was called. Mid Hollywood. There you go. Mid Hollywood. And we watched that show, and it was a lot. And I was just not, and the drinks were too much. And I was like, I had a shot before we left, but like I only had one shot this time. So I was just like, I'm an introvert. I was over people.
Yeah.
And then on the walk back, I was really hungry. So like after the show, we went and got some food, and I had a drink there, and the drink was just like super gross. So that made me not like over it too. And then I was
What'd
like,
you
okay,
get?
I don't know, some kind of basil something or another. Just wasn't good. And the food was just okay too. And then we and then
I started scratching my chin because my chin was itchy, and Faith thought I was giving her a signal.
You were like staring at my chin.
I'm looking at you.
I was like, what?
I'm paying attention to you.
Anyways,
you're telling the story.
And then we got back to we were going back to like, I don't know, change or something. I forget what we were doing. We went back to our room for something, and there was like a live band at the bar that was below our room. So we like checked that out for a little bit, and I was just eventually like, I'd really like to do, because we had gotten like face masks and stuff if we wanted to do them, and I was like, I'd really like to just like go upstairs and put on a face mask and just like hang out like with my friends and not be out here. But one of our friends was having a really good time, so we're like, okay, since we're like literally downstairs from where we're staying, we'll leave you alone. Just come back upstairs, like let us know when you need to be like buzzed in, pretty much. And then it was like over really quick. I was just done. I just wanted to hang out and lay down and be cozy.
You had met your social quota.
I had met my social quota for the year.
For the year.
Pretty much.
You do have like a drinking limit that you like put on yourself.
I just don't like to, I don't like being drunk. So like, I'll do it once a year,
Well, usually you have like a once or twice a year drinking limit that you like put on yourself.
It's just because I don't like it. Like I do it like because if we go to do things, if we're celebrating something like our bachelorette party, or like we got married this year, so like I got almost drunk there, and then that didn't work out really because the drinks kept seeming like they were getting weaker and weaker.
At the wedding?
Yeah.
No, it did. It felt like they just weren't re-upping the alcohol. They were just re-upping.
Yeah, 'cause it was like in big like water cooler situations.
Yeah, like the drink mix, like part of it. And the drinks were good, but
they tasted delicious. They just, I was totally sober by the end of that.
Yeah. Well, so was I, but I made the mistake because I was like, I've had like 9 drinks and I'm sober. I'm a god.
Yeah.
Like, and then I started drinking like actual drinks and got hammered fast.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, because I had been drunk twice in a row now for the bachelorette party. So I was like, I'm not drinking it until the wedding. Regardless of what comes up, like our birthdays were before the wedding, don't care. Got kind of drunk, at the wedding. And then like the second night that we were there, I had a couple drinks with my sister, and we just like, toasted s'mores or whatever, because we had our venue for the whole weekend. And then I got drunk at my dad's wedding, and like now I'm done. Like I'm good until we get to Greece. I don't need to drink again until Greece.
All the way till Greece?
I don't know why I would drink before then. We don't usually drink on New Year's because we don't go anywhere.
No.
I don't usually drink on my birthdays because I don't like it. I might have like a glass of wine maybe, but I'm not getting drunk until Greece.
Yeah. No, I usually I usually like drinking.
Yeah.
Like not excessively, but Well, that's not true. I do like drinking excessively every once in a while.
Yeah,
but,
on occasion.
Like I really don't drink right now because I'm still trying to like lose weight. Hashtag abs for Greece.
Hashtag
You know, I'm on my way. You know,
working on it.
I'm at 207.
Yeah.
You know, working my way down, which it's kind of sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm making a ton of progress, but then I think like, man, I'm still down from 250.
Honestly, I think it still is just because like you dropped weight like crazy fast for the wedding, so I think maybe you're just like not dropping as fast as that, so it feels like you're not, you know.
Yeah. So
Because you dropped like 60 pounds in like 3 months for the wedding. It was weird.
I was working out like an insane person.
Yeah.
And then
You were dedicated.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like
You're not as dedicated to the hashtag abs for Greece.
well, as far as like the diet goes, I'm doing the same diet.
Yeah,
it's
just not
the
working out as
same
much.
thing. I think if anything, I've actually like figured it out more.
Yeah.
I do think that maybe I'm not eating enough, and like my
You got to hold on to it more.
caloric deficit is like too great, and my body is like, oh, we need to hold on to everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I should probably like count how many calories I eat.
Probably try and do some mathematics there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, I'm just like I'm working out like a normal human amount.
Yeah.
Because for the wedding, I was like, wake up in the morning, run a mile, go to lunch, run a mile, lift weights.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, lift weights.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was, what was the craziest part about that was I was taking like 4 showers a day. Like
Yeah.
it was so
That's probably
time
why you're
consuming.
so dry.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah. But you looked great at the wedding.
Thanks. You did too.
Yeah. I had to gain a little bit weight to
You
fit
did
into my
have to
dress
gain a little
though.
weight. Yeah.
But the wedding was awesome. That was another good thing this year besides our bachelorette, our
Oh,
bachelor parties.
Shit, yeah, we're just talking about a year in review. We got really hooked
just
on
got
those
stuck,
bachelor
yeah.
parties. That was fun though.
That was
the bachelor
good.
parties, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Then we had summer. I love summer. All the swimming. The fairs. I love a good fair. Mm-hmm. Crazy about fairs. Hate people, but I love a good fair.
Faith does love the fair.
I love the country fair. It's awesome. If you ever get a chance to go to the Oregon Country Fair and you like
Ooh.
the hippie shit, fucking check it out. It's life changing.
If you're into the hippie shit, man, it's
You gotta
even
do
if you
it.
just like people watching,
People watching's incredible there.
it's great.
If he does like a good like craft fair, same thing. It's just a lot more like half naked people
Yeah,
that are painted.
there's
for
a
some
lot of good
reason.
shows. I did
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, he
at
did
the
comedy
fair.
this year at the fair. That was cool.
Yeah, I got us a free ticket because we went to the fair.
Yeah.
No, that was a lot of
It
fun.
was so fun.
It's pretty good. Like doing a comedy outside is usually kind of weird because like you want like a feeling of like closeness
Yeah.
and like unity for like a crowd, because then like if one person laughs, like everyone else feels like it's okay to laugh, and it kind of has this like ripple effect. When you do it outside, it doesn't really have that same
Well, because
feeling.
there's like other things, especially there. There's just like, so much to pay attention to.
Well, there's so much going on that can grab your attention away and stuff.
Yeah.
Just some of the outfits walking by will steal your
Yeah.
attention.
So many shiny people.
But
Because it was their gold anniversary. Because it was their 50th one. So there was a lot of gold shiny people.
there was a lot of gold.
like C-3PO up in there.
But like it was interesting. It was like a constantly changing audience, because people would like come in and out, but it was almost always full, like
Yeah.
the audience. So like it felt fun. Like it got a lot of good laughs, engagement. You know,
And it was just fun to be at the fair.
it was just fun to be at the fair. I had a good time.
And then my dad got married. We went
Yeah.
to his wedding. So we saw our family again because we went to Ohio. So we saw like my sister and my niece and my dad and everybody again, which is cool because normally we only get to see them like once a year. And that was awesome. Cincinnati is a cool city. You did comedy in Cincinnati.
I did.
First time doing comedy in like another state, right?
No, I've done shows like up in Washington.
Oh, yeah,
but-
that's true.
But like in Vancouver,
The
so-
furthest.
Yeah,
though.
like really close. It's the furthest away from Oregon that I've done comedy.
Yeah. And then I went to California, drove down there with my mom
You did?
this year also. Surprised our friend.
Yeah, you surprised the shit out of her.
Yeah. And now it's the end of the year. We had Thanksgiving. Talked about that.
Yeah, we had
Got to be
Thanksgiving.
Christmas up in here.
We Faith started 2 new jobs this year.
I did. I quit my old job, my dispatching job. I finally Stopped being stubborn about it and decided to try and take care of myself and have less stress and anxiety and everything else and feel better. So I quit that job and worked in a doctor's office for a little bit just to wait until I could get another city job. And now I work for the county now in another office assistant job. So that's cool. I'm liking that so far.
Yeah, we can county on you.
County on it. And yeah, now we just got to figure out what we want in 2020. What are you hoping for, 10? Besides an awesome trip to Greece.
I mean,
and hashtag abs for Greece.
Awesome trip to Greece. Hashtag abs for Greece. You know, hoping. Got a lot of stuff that we're going for. I'd obviously like to see like my my comedy bookings and everything grow.
Go up, yeah.
You know,
That'd
try
be cool.
to. I think that our little Eugene scene could use a little push, a little
revamping,
little freshening up. You know.
Yeah.
So maybe get a couple of things going on with that. Get booked on more shows. I'd like to also kind of spread out to Portland a little bit more.
Yeah.
Spend a little bit more time up there in order to progress the comedy career. And then, I mean, who knows? Maybe I could start shouting out dates on here. You know, try to get people to show up.
You're a date.
Oh.
Not like something fun to do, but like a fruit.
Oh. Really switched it up there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Those are all good goals.
I think so. And I'd like to, I'd like to see more growth from this podcast. Obviously, we're always trying to push out good comment or like content is what I meant to say.
You're good at words.
I am. I'm the best worder that
This
ever
here
words
side
the
of
words.
the Mississippi.
This side's of the Mississippi.
Good job.
Thanks.
You're a Mississippi.
That might be the name of the episode. But we've got a lot of engagement. The people, our fans who are, you know, hanging out are really engaged, and we really appreciate that. But I'd like to see some more listeners. You know, I want to grow the podcast, spread the love, see what we can do to get out there. So, you know, I feel like that's
a hint to you guys. Spread the love.
Well, it's in our hands to make the content and make it as good as possible.
Yeah.
And I want to, you know, make it the best possible, but we need some help.
Yeah, we just hope you guys are all enjoying it so far, and you know, having a good time with us. Since we're having a pretty good time doing it.
I'm having a ton of fun doing it.
Yeah.
I love that, like, the people that we know who listen to the podcast, they're like, I listened, it's great, like, blah, blah, blah. You know, I like this. Like, I was laughing so hard about this. And
my sister had a client that says she liked our podcast, which I thought was cool. If you're still, if you listen to this, whoever you are, because my sister didn't tell me your name, shout out to you. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. What's up? Always cool. But yeah, you know, it's good. I have the same hope that this keeps going up and we keep having fun doing this. I want Greece to be awesome. Super excited for that. I feel like it's going to be like similar to our wedding experience. As soon as the first hits, it's going to seem so close.
Yeah.
I want to continue like improving my health. I want to get my hashtag abs for Greece, but also, you know, just keep doing that, you know, because I feel like, you know, since we got engaged and we like started actually like committing to the whole health thing, like besides like looking better or whatever, it just makes you feel better.
It's crazy how much better it makes you feel.
Yeah. So I just want to keep doing that. And I'm working on a book kind of. I want to finish my first draft of that next year.
That's when you want to be done with your first draft?
Finish my first draft and start my second draft and hopefully have the second draft mostly done by 2021.
Nice.
And like ready for like someone to look at that besides me to edit. And yeah, just want to keep working on myself. I don't really have any. I hope I see my family more. Hopefully, you know, get some trips in.
Nice.
Besides the Greece trip, that really is taking up most of our vacation time. But yeah, you know, I'm just excited. A new decade. It's crazy.
Yes, it is.
Shit's crazy.
It's gonna be fun.
But yeah, I hope all of you out there listening enjoyed your first your tens, your last decade, and the last year.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. We're going back into the 20s.
It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Let us know what your New Year's resolutions are. If you got a cool one or, anything fun that
Yeah,
you want,
definitely.
Tell
us,
to share, hit us up.
They always say, though, writing down your goals makes them more of a reality, more likely to happen. So tell them to us.
Yeah, write it down and we'll blast it out.
Yeah.
We
We'll share
don't
that.
have to say your name or anything,
No.
but we'll just put it out there and in the universe for you. We'll acknowledge you.
Yes.
We'll say
More people
hey,
thinking about our goals.
We're gonna say, hey, hell yeah, you can do that. Unless your goal is like, I wanna, murder the babies.
Yeah,
And
that's
we're gonna
not
be like,
great.
hey, maybe don't.
Unless you're talking about like abortions and stuff.
Oh,
Then
no.
you do you.
Those
but
are-
like
those are-
like babies that have been into the world.
Those are the fetuses. You could, do with the fetuses whatever your lady body
Decides
decides that
Your
you
choice.
need to do with the fetuses.
We're pro-choice around here.
Yeah. For sure. But no, I'm talking about like legit babies.
Yes.
Like not
Yeah.
yours.
Out of the womb babies that you just like stumble upon. Don't be
Yeah.
murdering them.
Ones that aren't yours. Other existing babies.
Yes. I mean, although don't if your baby's out of you, don't murder it either.
No, but yeah. So
Just the ones that are inside. You do you.
Yeah.
But we've gone off on a weird tangent now. Anyways,
That was
you
really
guys, we'll share your resolutions if you send them our way when we post about it. And we just hope everybody enjoys and has a safe, crazy pants, good time, New Year's in a couple days. And you can find us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at You're a Podcast. You can find me on Instagram at I Wish I Could Tag Faith.
and I'm at Austin J. Kassler on Instagram and Austin Kassler on Facebook. Let us know if you think you would buy a shirt that says have a safe, awesome, crazy pants New Year or whatever it is that you said. I just pictured like the words that you were saying kept popping up on in white letters on a black t-shirt and it looked kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's a good one. You can keep wearing that one. It's not year specific.
Yeah. Well, we could just put it like day at the
Yeah.
end of it. Have a safe, awesome, happy, crazy pants day.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
That's a fucking dope shirt.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll have to write it down.
All right. We'll have to make that before somebody else steals it from
Yeah,
us.
don't steal us. We're TMing that right now. I don't know if that's how it
TM.
works. We're trademarked
Copyright.
right now. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
That's the noise of copywriting. Bloop, bloop. Anyways, guys, it's been fun. It's been a good year. If you've been listening since the first episode, thank you for helping us with this new dream, and hopefully you stay with us next year. Just, remember that you're a podcast, and happy 2020.
Yeah. And even if you haven't been listening the whole time and you're brand new,
Yeah, still
we
thank
appreciate
you.
you too.
Yeah.
Keep listening. Let us know what you think.
Definitely.
Yeah. At You're a Podcast or You're a Podcast at yahoo.com. We got an email address. We check it.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll either hit you back, or if you got like comments or whatever, we'll take them into consideration for sure.
And tell us what you want us to ramble endlessly about.
Yeah, you got ideas? We like ideas.